Please remain standing, and if you'd like, join in the singing of the national anthem, and then remain standing for the invocation. Gentlemen, if you will, please now remove your hats. And let us pray. Lord God of grace, we stand today at the intersection between the past and the future, and so we are a people of memory and hope. This commencement ceremony reminds us that one journey has come to an end and that a new one begins. And so in the very same moment, we look back with warmth and fondness and delight, even as we look ahead with excitement and eagerness and uneasy trepidation. We are amazed, O God, at how quickly these years have sped. In what seems like the blink of an eye, freshmen have become seniors, and orientation day has given way to graduation day. So what we are thankful for most of all are the cherished memories, memories that will be savored and enjoyed again and again as these young people look back over this journey of discovery and maturity and growth. Gracious God, deep friendships have been forged here. Friendships begun here that will last a lifetime. For these gifts, O God, we give you thanks. For reunions to come where stories and laughter and the shared journey will bind this class together. And for the unique relationships between professor and student, coach and athlete, mentor and protege, for how these relationships have drawn out the best in these young people and have allowed them to give full expression to the gifts you've given them. For all these gifts, O God, we give you our thanks. We are grateful, O God, that they have had the opportunity to excel here, to face challenges without shrinking from them, and to discover the joy of accomplishment. And we are even grateful today for what they have learned from their failures, when their best efforts came up short and had to begin again, for lessons in resilience and determination and fortitude which have made them stronger than they knew they were, and for all the ways that their time in this community has shaped them and has equipped them for a promising future, we give you our thanks. We also give you thanks, O God, for the families assembled here, bursting with pride, for the sacrifices they have made to make this college education possible. We thank you, O God, for placing in your people an impulse to grow and learn, and for families who have looked forward to this day. God of the ages, we thank you for those who made this institution possible, those who built its buildings, those who gave of themselves for the sake of future generations, and those who over the years have exercised stewardship over this university, that days like this may be possible. And so we pray your continued blessing upon William Peace University, that for generations to come, inquisitive young scholars might be drawn here and flourish here. But today, O God, our most fervent prayer is that you will bless and guide these soon-to-be graduates as they move out into the world. They are brimming with energy, and they are yearning to find a sense of purpose and vocation. But in addition to adding to the world's prosperity and achievement, might they also do what previous generations have failed to do, which is to build more community, more understanding, more generosity of spirit, more tolerance for one another, more shalom, more peace, which is the gift you keep trying to give to this world. Be at work in and through these graduates and their whole generation, that they might shine a light that will chase away the darkness, to the glory of your name forever and ever and ever. Amen. You may.
Good morning. Please be seated. Board of Trustees, honored guests, faculty and staff, parents, family, and friends, and certainly the class of 2017. Sensing a little bit of excitement this morning. I am Brian Ralph, president of William Peace University, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you this morning and to celebrate this day with all of you. Today is dedicated to you, class of 2017. The paths that you have walked have been unique to you. It has been a delight to get to know many of you, and I'm indeed very proud of each and every one of you. Many of you have distinguished records in academics, athletics, the arts, and service during your time here. And some of you, shall we say, have distinguished records of a different sort that will perhaps find a few laughs at a future alumni event. Whether you pursued a double major here or from another part of the world, or completed your degree while juggling family and job responsibilities, your accomplishment is impressive, and all of you are to be congratulated. It is also important to note that you did not get here on your own. And so today we congratulate the families and friends who've shown their support along the way. Will all of the family members of the class of 2017 please rise so that we may recognize you? Thank you. I would now like to introduce and welcome to the podium Josh Walker, who is selected to be the senior class speaker. Josh is graduating today with a BFA in musical theater. I've had the privilege of seeing Josh in a wide variety of outfits in his 4 years here as a musical theater major. And Joshua, this one absolutely suits you the best. Please welcome Joshua Walker.
Hey, welcome family, friends, faculty, staff, administration, trustees, students, and fellow graduates. My name is Josh Walker, and I'm a musical theater major at William Peace University, and I am super excited to be your commencement speaker for the class of 2017. Freshman year, I was different. different isn't even the right word, really. I was weird, okay? And weird by my own standards now, of course. Let me give you a lowdown of some of the things I would wear. So I would get an old shoestring, it had to be old, and get paper clips and put it on the shoestring and tie it around my neck as a necklace. Also, I'd wear an umbrella hat everywhere. It wouldn't be raining. I would just wear it. Now let's talk about a couple things I would do. I got aluminum foil and bunched it up in the ball and scrubbed my face with it every night because I read somewhere that makes your skin smooth. And also, I would go downtown at nighttime and I would sleep on benches. I had a bed, a nice, soft bed, but I guess benches were my preference. Why am I telling you this? Because, for one, it's a good laugh. And two, I'm sure you had your freshman quirks and hiccups too. Because we came into college in search for ourselves, dipping in every bucket trying to figure out where we belong and who we are. And there seemed to be a craving for attention and affirmation because just to say, I am this or I believe in that wasn't good enough. And I may be the only one here today, but I still don't know who I am. And I have an idea of what I want in life, but I'm just not certain of who I am, and I think that's okay. You may not know who you are, but at least you know now what you can handle. You can now say, I am so-and-so, and I can handle a full-time job, a family, and getting a degree. Yes? And you can also say, I am so-and-so, and I can handle ramen noodles for the 5th time this week because I once again got the calf hours wrong. So you've made it. You've made it through wet, slippery death bricks. You've made it through a terrifying squirrel-hungry falcon. You've made it through having a job and taking night classes and stats. For me, 3 times. So from now on, graduates, you can be anything you want, but one thing you are not is weak. You are strong. You have endured finals and change and losing friends and breakups and deaths and papers and emails. Tons and tons of emails. But you've had a little help along the way. You had your friends there to help you with support and laughs and cookout trays. Even when you spazzed out on them, they were still there. You had your teachers who, no matter how late an assignment was, they let you turn it in. Thank you, Dr. Laskowski and Dr. Newhouse. You also had your loved ones who, no matter how much debt they would be in, they put you through college. And you even had your enemies who proved to you that no matter how much the world may try to destroy your spirit, you will end up on top. And most importantly, you have yourself to thank. If no one else says it to you today, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of who you are today. I'm proud of who you will aim to be tomorrow and the legacy you will leave when you're gone. I'm proud of you because you've made it, despite the odds. You know, I had a best friend in high school, and her name was Brooke. And Brooke was born with a condition that ended her life a month short of graduation. And even though she knew she would live a short life, she never let that stop her. Whenever you would see Brooke, she would be smiling and laughing, and of course she would have sad times. But her memory reminds me that you will have something that tries to hold you back from living your life to the fullest. But to let that stop you from pursuing happiness would be foolish, because you are alive and you are breathing, and that's enough of a miracle right there to keep you going on. But to be completely honest with you, I am terrified. I'm scared of leaving the nest, and that's partly because I felt so comfortable here. So with tears in my eyes and a heavy heart, I'm going to step out into a world that might not be as nice to me as you all were. But I know that if I come back here, I'll be welcomed with open arms. So remember, as you feel that lump of doubt in the back of your throat, and you're facing fear head on, right on the brink of this new adventure called life, remember that freshman you. Think of where you were when you started this journey, whether it was traditional day student or night classes. You've made it. And let that memory help you seize the day. This is your moment. And to quote one of my favorite and most cheesiest musicals ever, there's only us, there's only this, forget, regret, or life is yours to miss, no other road, no other way, no day but today. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Josh. And just to be abundantly clear, you will always be welcome here. Today we have the privilege of honoring two wonderful people on campus, and one of them is an accomplished member of the Peace community. And we're going to be bestowing an honorary degree. Dr. Sally Buckner is a retired professor emerita of English and received her BA from WCUNC, now UNC Greensboro, in 1953. A published poet, Dr. Buckner taught literature and writing for peace for 28 years before her retirement. In 1998, a Statesville native, Dr. Buckner earned her PhD from University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. She has taught at every level, from kindergarten through graduate school. She also published fiction and poetry in a number of journals and anthologies, and authored a poetry collection. In 2000, the Sally Buckner Faculty Enhancement Fund was established in recognition of Dr. Buckner's retirement from peace and the dedicated and timeless energy she shared with her English students and colleagues over her 25 years here. In 2016, Dr. Buckner received the Order of the Longleaf Pine from the state of North Carolina. Dr. Buckner, please come forward. Mr. Fred Kelly, Chair of a Board of Trustees, will assist me in bestowing upon you an honorary degree. We'll come to you. Sally Buckner, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the Board of Trustees of William Peace University, I now confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctorate of Humanities with all of the rights, honors, and privileges and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Wow. Good morning. Welcome to this beautiful, glorious day. I'm Charles Duncan. I'm the Vice President for Academic Affairs, which means I have the best job in the world. I get to work with you, students, and with the faculty and the staff who help you. That's a pretty good gig. I'm here to give out a couple of awards, but before I do that, I'd like to recognize, even though this is a day of celebration, I'd like to recognize something that's a little bit sad for us this year. We lost one of our beloved colleagues, Dr. Carol Hisco, whom I think many of you knew. There's no greater advocate for you as students than Dr. Hisco. Carol Hisco taught at Peace for over 24 years and was loved by students, faculty, and staff. She touched the hearts of many, and we will be honoring Dr. Hisco by establishing a classroom in her honor. It's going to be a classroom built for writing, which she loved to teach, and it's going to have technology that she embraced in recent years, more than, well, me, and more than most people. She really jumped in and because she thought it could help you learn better. If you would like to contribute to helping us establish this classroom, please contact the Office of Advancement or me. I would love for this to be the best classroom on our campus. Please join me in a moment of recognition for Dr. Hisco. Okay. Even though that's a sad thing, I'd like you to remember Dr. Hisco for something really happy that she did. So I'm going to tell you a 1-minute story, if that's okay. For those of you who don't know her, it might tell you who she was, and for those of you who do know her, it'll just reinforce what you already thought. I found out, technically, for the last couple of years, I've been her boss. It didn't work that way very often. And I found out one time that she, for the millionth time, had gone out of her way to help a student with an issue that student was having. And also for the millionth time that she'd violated some policy that we had in place to do it. So I went to talk to her to, lay down the law. And I was going to talk to her for 5 minutes and just tell her what she had to do. Then she had to do something different. So I went in to see her, and I told her what the issue was, and she said, "Oh, good. I've been meaning to talk to you about that." And I said to myself, uh-oh, because there's no sweeter, kinder bulldog of an advocate for a student than Dr. Hisco. And so that 5-minute conversation lasted a bit longer. So when I left her office about an hour and a half later, and I was walking out into the hall, I had 3 revelations. One, she's totally not going to do what I just told her to do. 2, she has in fact talked me out of having that policy at all. We're not even going to do it anymore. And 3, it just reinforced to me how much she loved you, the students, and how much she went out of her way against the rules to protect you and to help you. So I hope you'll remember her that way. Okay, thank you. Okay, now I'd like to give out two special honors, and I think these are for individuals today, but they reflect on the whole faculty, and I want you to think of them that way. One is the Outstanding Faculty Advisor Award. You all know you've been through your trials here educationally, but you've always had your advisor. We had over 150 nominations for the Advisor Award because I think you know how special your relationship with your advisor is. So this award is given each year to a faculty advisor who demonstrates excellence in advising, supportive advising, and commitment to the improvement of advising effectiveness. Faculty advisors are nominated by their advisees. Let me just read a couple descriptions from the nominations. This year's recipient was described by one student as someone who really cares about my future and goes above and beyond to make sure I graduate on time. He informs me on things I had no clue about and suggests classes that would help my career or are in my interest. Another of his advisees said, "My advisor sits down with me, with each of his advisees for as long as they need to help them plan out their schedules, help set goals, and help prepare you for whatever is next. Internships, portfolios, graduation. My advisor really cares about students and really wants to see them succeed and be the best that they can be. My advisor goes out of his way to make sure each one of us have met with him to sit down and plan everything out before registration. I am pleased to present the 2017 Outstanding Advisor Award to Neil Pruitt." Thank you. right, the second award is the McCormick Distinguished Teaching Award, which recognizes a member of the William Peace University faculty who has demonstrated a sustained contribution to the university and its students. Nominations are made by students, faculty, and staff. The award was established in 1989 by Dr. and Mrs. Fred C. McCormick. Dr. McCormick served as a member of the Board of Visitors, and he and Mrs. McCormick were parents to Peace alum Rebecca McCormick Dissaway, class of 1980. Mrs. Dissaway also served as a member of the Board of Visitors and the Alumni Association. This year's recipient is described by some of the nominators as caring and extremely hardworking, and who really go the extra mile for students. One student wrote that this faculty member is always there for you when you need help, while another said, "You can tell she loves what she's doing every day." A fellow faculty member said the recipient is an exemplary faculty member and an excellent mentor for junior faculty and a caring and constant advocate for students. This year's McCormick Distinguished Award goes to Linda Ferrari.
Good morning, everyone. I am Frank Rizzo, Vice President for Student Life, and I have the privilege of recognizing this year's outstanding student. At the end of each academic year, the Outstanding Graduate Award is presented to the Peace graduate who is the outstanding member of the graduating class in their academic, social, and religious leadership, in acceptance of obligations, and in general interpretation of the ideals of William Peace University. Faculty and staff are asked to submit nominations, which are then put up for a vote. This year's recipient garnered the majority of the votes and has been extremely busy while at Peace. Our outstanding graduate has been in the honors program, is a member of Omicron Delta Kappa, Sigma Tau Delta, Psi Chi, and Alpha Chi honor societies, has been a marshal, peer tutor, resident assistant, editor of the Peace Times and the Prism. Everyone already knows, I think. Recognized as the Admissions Ambassador of the Year and served as the junior and senior class president. This student was recently named the Outstanding Student in Psychology, received the Peace Times Award, and presented research at the National Conference of Undergraduate Research, and now rounds out her resume with Outstanding Graduate. Her nominators said, "I would say that in all of my years at Peace, this student was one of the most consistently brilliant students I have taught. However, personally, she was so much more. I truly believe that life should be lived with a sense of joy, and whether it was her water bottles, deceptive positive reinforcement, or unusual use of headphones, she was the one person who could always make me smile and bring joy. For that, I'll always thank her." This student is clearly a great writer, but in her years as a staffer and editor for the Peace Times, she's contributed much more than words. She has developed creative ideas, put in long hours to get the job done, and served as a strong leader and example to her peers, all with humor and grace. She exemplifies what a Peace graduate should be and is entirely deserving of this award. This year's Outstanding Graduate Award goes to Alexandra Van Meer. Alex, please come forward.
Good morning. I'm Lori McLaren, Director of Online Programs for the School of Professional Studies. This is the very first year that we are awarding a graduate student in the School of Professional Studies as an outstanding graduate student. Eligible students for this award were asked to submit a personal statement and have a faculty or staff member submit a recommendation on his or her behalf. The final recipient of this award was then selected by a committee. The recipient of this award elicited the following words of support. He is a poster child for thinking about and integrating new material. More than most students I've known in my career, he has been willing to take what he learned and successfully challenge his own core beliefs to develop new thoughts and philosophies. He knew where he was heading and was cognizant of squeezing every benefit out of school to get where he was going. This year's Outstanding Graduate Award goes to Steve Panett. Steve, please come forward.
We will now recognize the student who will receive the Catherine Brine Sloan Graham Academic Achievement Award, which is presented to the graduating senior whose academic record places him or her at the top of his or her class, and who, in the opinion of faculty and administration, exemplifies commendable traits of citizenship, cooperation, and concern for others. This award is given in memory of Catherine Brine Sloan Graham, the first student to matriculate at Peace in 1872. We also recognize this same student as valedictorian of the class of 2017, as she too has achieved the highest academic average while earning at least 90 credit hours at William Peace University. A faculty member once stated, "This student is the epitome of a hardworking student. She is humble, dedicated, talented, thoughtful, and above all, kind to everyone. She is a wonderful role model for all of us." Would Rosemary Richards please come forward to receive the Catherine Brine Sloan Graham Academic Achievement Award and be honored as the 2017 valedictorian. Please join me, as you already are, in congratulating Rosemary.
Thank you, Mr. Rizzo, and thank you, William Peace University. Hi, guys. I am honored to be named the class of 2017 valedictorian, and it is also my honor to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Mr. James Goodman. Mr. James Goodman is the president and CEO of Capital Broadcasting and an accomplished business leader and philanthropist. I encourage you to read his complete biography in your program. Mr. Goodman's family established the Claire Freeman Cellular and Molecular Biology Lab here at Peace, and the Goodman Visiting Scholars Fund that brings in the summer reading authors and other speakers on campus. Mr. Goodman's mother, Betty Lou Fletcher Goodman, graduated from Peace in 1940. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Mr. James Goodman.
Guys, I am really honored to be here on your day. This is your day. I'm really pleased to be a part of that. I'm like everybody else, cell phone this morning, checked the news, and everything's terrible. We got worldwide problems, national problems, state problems, but there are no problems here at Peace. This is the happiest crowd I can feel it. I can feel it. And I know you want me to be quick. All right, the weather, don't worry about the weather. There are 6 full-time meteorologists that work with me at WRAL. There will be 0 if there's any rain today. Don't worry about it. Greg Fisher promised me that would not happen. That ain't gonna happen. My mom went here, graduated in 39 and in 40, and my mom's best friend graduated in 39. They were always best friends. So I grew up in a Peace family. You know, my mom died when she was 40, and her best friend became my new mom. So, Mr. President, I had two Peace moms. So Peace has been very important in our family. By the way, how many graduates are the first-time graduates in your family? Wow. Wow. Congratulations. That's terrific. Okay, I got one point to make. My favorite saying, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Well, okay, Jim, that's terrific. What is the main thing? And I want to suggest for just a few minutes here that it is time. What do you have that's yours? Nobody else has it. It's all up to you. It's how you spend your time. The decisions you make about how to spend your time, the course you choose. That's it. Now, I'm going to try to get you to think about time a little differently than you've been thinking about time. Okay? I want you to, this is a little unusual, but I take a shower every day. I spend 10 minutes in the shower every day. So I decide, well, you know, I'm over 70. I wonder how much time I've spent in the shower. I've been almost 6 months of my life in the shower. Multiply it out, 70 years, 10 minutes a day, 360. Now, that's a really important notion, right? It's not how much time you're spending today. It's that you have this basket. You have this basket of time. You know, women are supposed to live to be 85, men to 82. That's a very unfair situation that we need to work on. But right, so if you spend 30 minutes a morning shaving, getting ready to go to work, I multiplied that out. I've done that over a year, a full year of my life I've been doing that. Okay, so that's a different, think about the long haul. Think about you've got this basket of time, and the only thing you really have when you get down to it is your time and the choice you're going to make about how to do that. Now, this could happen. This could happen. I'm 50 years old. You guys 22, 23. I'm 50 years older than you guys. Now, that's, to you all, is ancient. 70 is the new 50. Hold it. But one of you, now think about this, one of you could be up here making the commencement address for the class of 2067. So I want you to start getting ready for that right now. No, look, I'm really trying to get you to right. I'm going to put a contribution in an envelope and give it to the president and ask him to keep it in the president's office until 2067. And if they ask one of you to be the commencement speaker, they'll have a big contribution. That's what we'll do, okay? You never thought about being the commencement speaker. If you keep a journal, that's a great thing to do. A journal every day, 1 page a day. When you're my age, you will have 18,200 pages. Guys, you got this big book to write. This is a big book in front of you, right? That's 18,000 pages. I don't want you to waste any of those pages, right? 18,000 pages. All right, well now, how? You remember I said we got to stay on course. I want you to do something. How about taking out your compass here? I love compasses. So what I want you to do is I try to keep mine in my pocket. If I don't, I have it on my bedside table or on my dresser. Where are you going? All right, which way is north? Can anybody? Okay, we know which way is north. Wait, where are you going? What is your path? What is your course? Right, I want you to look at this compass and remember what a great graduation speaker I am. No, I know you're going to forget me. I'm gone. I'm history. I got it. I'm gone. Wait, look at this compass, and I want it to just jog your mind. Where am I going? And my own course, you got to check in. If you're a sailor, I've done some sailing. If you have a long course, you're going a long way, you can be off just a little bit on your compass and miss your target a mile. Stay on course. Look at that. When you see that compass, so I have it in my pocket and I'm getting some change or something, and I feel the compass. I say, uh-oh. Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right course? There's a poem. Let me read one verse to you and then talk to you about it just a minute. I'm not going to let you off the hook. I'm not going to let you off the hook on doing the right thing. And listen to this a minute. One ship sails east, one ship sails east, and another west, by the self-same winds that blow. 'Tis the set of the sails, and not the gales, that tells the way to go. I love sailing. Look, let me tell you about sailing. You can go any direction you want to. It doesn't matter where the wind is coming from. It's how you set your sails. No excuse. I don't want to hear any victim business. I don't want to say it was stacked against me. No matter what the wind is, you can set your course. And I want you to think about that when you look at that compass. You can go anywhere you want to. It's kind of amazing that no engine, the wind's blowing, and you can go that way or that way, right? It's just how you sail. I went to Antarctica over Christmas on a National Geographic ship, and I went across the Drake Passage, and I thought about this point. That's the roughest body of water in the world. Terrible current, high winds, and remember, everybody had to go around South America and go through the Drake Passage before the Panama Canal, right? But they could do it. That's a prime example of you can get through anything you need to get through. Okay, one other wind. boy, the sermon yesterday, right? Let's carry on with that a little bit. These ethical choices you're going to make. Check your compass. Where's your ethical compass? You got to think about it. Doesn't happen. Right? Check your ethical compass. Check your ethical wins. There's a whole lot of stuff that happens that blow us around, right? Lots of things happen in society. You make your ethical choices and stay on course. One other thing that I will happily watch you get your diplomas. This time business, I have the 8-8-8 rule. Everybody laughs at this. 8-8-8. You're going to sleep 8 hours. You're going to work. You have a job. You're a student for 8 hours. You have a job for 8 hours. You have 8 hours left every day. I don't have time. Don't even try it. Right? You can, if you manage your time, really become great at something. Right? Every time I go to a musical concert or every time I watch an athlete or a dance, I see these people that are so good at what they do, right? That are really exceptional people. Why are they like that? Is they spend an hour a day on it for 20 years or 15 years. You have the time to do anything you want to do. Just use it. People tell me all the time, I don't have time, I can't do it. Wait a minute, sleep 8, work 8. Tell me what you're doing with that other 8. Well, I've got to eat. Okay, I'll give you 3. Well, that's 5 left. Well, let's just go with it. You have the time to do it, so please set that notion in your mind. Decide what you want to be really good at. Gladwell said, if you spend 10,000 hours on something, you're being the best in the world, right? Think about that. Think about it now, not when you're 73. I don't have 10,000 hours, right? So I really want you to change your concept of time and get a jump on everybody else. I figured it out, when I was 50. Yeah, no, it hit me one morning. Uh-oh. How about my time? Okay, so here's the deal. Put this compass somewhere. Take a look at it every day and just let it serve as a reminder that you're the captain. You're the captain. Your ship, you're the captain. You're also the helmsman and you're the navigator. And where you go is up to you. Right? And just do that for me, right? It'll become a terrific habit. Now, gosh, there's so many people here that are proud of you, and so am I. I don't have any doubt that this is going to be a very successful group of people, and I am honored to be here. Barbara, my wife Barbara's here. When I told her that I'd been asked to be the commencement speaker, and look, there you go, and that I was going to get an honorary degree, she said, Jim, did you say you were going to get an honorary degree from Peace? Yes, I said. She said, well, they must have really run out of people. That's what 48 years of marriage will get for you. There she is. She's right over there. Congratulations, guys. Everybody's pulling for you. You should be really proud of today. See ya. I didn't give you a compass.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Goodman. You are an outstanding inspiration to our entire community and especially to the class of 2017. And at this time, we'd like to confer an honorary degree on Mr. Goodman. Jim Goodman, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of North Carolina and by the Board of Trustees of William Peace University, I now confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctorate of Humanities with all of the honors, privileges, responsibilities, and pertaining thereto.
Just stand. Just stand here. Wow. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Goodman. In a moment, we will begin the conferring of degrees upon the graduating class of 2017. The act of conferring the degree is symbolic of the admission of each graduate into the company of scholars and an express willingness to be a dedicated person using intellect, heart, and courage to help build a better world. The presentation of candidates for graduation signifies the student's anticipated successful completion of the university requirement for a degree. Each candidate for graduation will come forward individually and be greeted by President Ralph, Mr. Kelly, Chair of the Board of Trustees, and Ms. Allie Leggett-Woolard, President of the Alumni Board. Candidates from the Traditional and School Professional Studies program will be called alphabetically under each respective degree. We ask that you hold your applause until the end of each section. I will now read the names of the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree. Eldel Balbina Agba, magna cum laude. Andrew Thomas Albersey. Antonia LaShawn Alexander. Hunter Woodrow Allen. Mo Quenisha Latrice Amagali. Catherine Wade Amos. Alana Precious Anderson. Natasha D. Ash. Charmaine Linnea Atkinson. Chantel Denise Barber. Brittany Lauren Bass. Tucker Nero Bass. Santana Marie Batts, cum laude. Tristan Glenn Baucom. Exusha Alexandria Bennett. Eva Renee Benton. Carissa Nicole Berry, magna cum laude. Laura McKenna Bland. Taylor Margaret Blankenship. Elizabeth Grace Boyette. Maya Danielle Bryant. Joanna Caroline Buck Davis. Dominique Ariel Bullock. Quentin Sign Bullock. Jordan Nicole Bird. Jonathan Michael Cabe. Amber Lynn Camacho. Hannah Caroline Evans Carr. Christina Noel Cass. Casey W. Chadwick. Johanna Sinclair Chance. Jonna Sinclair Chance. Gregory A. Chauvin. William Aristides Christie. Daquan D. Coleman. Jacqueline Bailey Coleman. Kimberly Lauren Cook. Carly Lynn Cox. Aaron R. Crum. Jasmine Brianna Daniels. Bryce Dishman. Alexandra Marie Dixon. Misha Kiera Dove. Bria Paris Evans. Sydney Marie Fabrez. Kiera Tamia Rashad Felder. Cameron Elaine Ford, summa cum laude. Tempest Simone Frazier. Leslie R. Graham. Rochelle Jodine Hall. William Benjamin Criswell Hall, cum laude. Ayana Lavon Harper. Drusilla Noel Harris. Wajideen J. Harrison. Christopher Lincoln Haskins. Randall Thomas Haskins. Felicia G. Heinlein. Jerry Ellen Helms. Secoria S. Hinton. Brittany Caroline Hobson. Olivia Ruth Jackson, cum laude. Alexis Yvonne Jenkins. Alyssa Nicole Casper, magna cum laude. Kayla Elizabeth Keith. Tyler S. Kleindens. Carolina Justine Cons, summa cum laude. Ryan Michael Krasnowski. Vanessa Rose Lennon, summa cum laude. Zipporel Shaquana Lassane, cum laude. Adrian Russell Lethbridge. Noelle Elizabeth Lohr. Kiana Alnisa Lucas. Shannon Deborah Maddox, summa cum laude. Shirley Elaine Marshall. Giovanni Theo Mashmahalis. Kimberly Gail Matherly, magna cum laude. Chelsea Elaine McDougall. Harrison McMillan. Rebecca Faith Meekins. Ebony Lachelle Miles. Dylan Brian Moore, cum laude. Aaron S. Mull. Tamira S. Murphy. Andre Maurice Nance. Trevor Scott Nanny. Avery Obam. Anna Marie Outlaw. Philip Wayne Peden. Vincent Alexander Pears. Taylor Nicole Petrus, magna cum laude. Rachel Marie Peoples. Latasha Marie Person. Nicole Coleman Piata, cum laude. Ashley M. Pears. Stephen W. Panett, summa cum laude. Doreen Astoria Polk, cum laude. Rachel Dawn Preston. Adriana Odell Robinson. Amanda Brooke Rogers. Lilybeth Roman Ramirez. Starlina Diana Rose. Chase Bowen Root. Tiana Marie Rombo. Robert Lee Saltzman. Mercedes Nicole Sanderson. Michael Savage. Michael James Sawyer. Glenn Thomas Shell. Karima Siobhan Simmons. Liana Ray Solomon, cum laude. Yoli Mar Staley. Lauren Elizabeth Swilly, cum laude. Amanda Gail Terry. Jennifer Elaine Thomas, summa cum laude. Brittany Renee Tyrone. Rachel Kelsey Eulozis. Alexandra Vasquez Vaneur, summa cum laude. Rebecca Joy Vandenboom. Jalen Xavier Vince. Jeremy Andrew Wilkinson Woodby. Brian Tyler Willis. Alan M. Wiseman, cum laude. Jonathan Dae-hee Woo. Elijah B. Wood. Jeffrey Allen York II, cum laude. Brandon A. Young.
Please join me in congratulating the achievements of these outstanding graduates. I will now read the names of the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. Mary Lynn Bain. Jarrett Anthony Bennett. Delphon Lavon Curtis Jr. Kathleen Elizabeth Jenkins. Hannah Allison Marks. Lauren Renal Monsanto. Arabia Dantia Moore. Alex Frederick Reynolds. Rosemary Faith Richards, summa cum laude. Robert Jeffrey Simcox. Dustin Alexander Walker. Joshua M. Walker. Please join me in congratulating the achievements of these outstanding graduates. I will now read the names of the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree. Allison Lee Adams. Zachariah Maher Alertani. Nylasia Jade Arrington. Jude Michael Aschenbrenner. Burton Balubi. Brittany Maggio Barefoot. Caroline Amber Bergstrom, cum laude. Katina Campbell Blake, cum laude. William Christopher Braxton. Candace Camille Callahan. Tori Michelle Cowan. William S. Cunningham. Fadi Zohair Daba. Christelle Keenan Daniels. Naya Tara Davis Campbell. Abinadi Daniel Arison. Lauren Elizabeth Eisworth. Jacob Oaks Ennis, cum laude. Derek Evans. Mohammed Nasser Fayed. Mark Anthony Fenn. Preston Alexander Fisher. Nathan Everett Fleming. Jason Robert Flowers. Emily Dawn Frazier. Roshan Montreal Freeman. Cameron Trey Hansen. Taylor Ryan Hansen, magna cum laude. Dwayne Marcel Harper. Desmond K. Herbert. Nakisha Nicole Hockaday. Faith Monsalvo Holiday Beery. Joshua Mitchell Jennings. Holly Krista Calls. Chase Lee Kincaid. Ayuna Lorraine King. Jordan Daniel Larson. Taylor Brianna Lee. Brogan St. John Lizer. Robert Andrew Levinson. Sydney Joe Lewis. Michael Francis Marquetta, cum laude. Daniel Christopher Martin, summa cum laude. Brian J. Martinez. Amelia Blair Melching, magna cum laude. Deasia Jemiah Morgan. Cecilia Moya, cum laude. Brandon Charles Page. Alexis Taylor Parlberg. Gregory Franklin Parrish, cum laude. Jamerson Jeffrey Pearson. Trevor Dean Pence. Oswaldo Peralta. Evan S. Pereira, magna cum laude. Brittany LaShawn Phillips. Ada Battle Pitt. Shay Nicole Petit. Nichelle Reynolds Presley. Matthew Ryan Proctor, cum laude. Stephanie Marie Bynum Ray. Emmanuel Gayoso Reyes. Tanyelu Christopher Riley. Miles Emerson Safford. Ivana Carolina San Pedro. Leal Tanos Cecine. Alexander Griffin Scott. Taylor Bernadette Sferrazza, cum laude. Michael C. Segroy. Lakeisha R. Shaw. Dylan Patrick Shields, magna cum laude. Loveleen Singh, cum laude. Laquana T. Smith. Christopher Bernard Joseph Stein. Shannon Marie Stewart, cum laude. Janae Tashay Strader. Christopher Daniel Thomas, cum laude. Lloyd L. Thompson. DeAndre R. Tillett. Mija Tol Shonik. Brandon Isaiah Webster. Lindsay Marie Wiggins. Jordan Lakira Williams. Max Sebastian Henris Williams. Burl Womack. Kaylin Jask Yarbrough, summa cum laude. Please join me in congratulating the achievements of these outstanding graduates. Congratulations to all of you.
Graduates, today we celebrate your accomplishments. The faculty, staff, and administration are proud to have been part of the process and to see you now and to celebrate with you. You are soon to be alumni. We are here to wish you well in all of your future endeavors, and remember, the Peace community is yours for life. Please keep in touch with us, connect with your faculty and staff in our Alumni Relations Office, and let us know what you're up to. We want to hear your great stories. I also want to thank many of you who have already given to the Loyalty Fund. and continue to invite you to give back to your alma mater with your time, talent, and treasures for the amazing education that you received here from our outstanding faculty and dedicated staff. We do hope that you'll come back to visit often. Now, of course, is the moment that you have all been waiting for. Will the candidates for graduation please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the Board of Trustees of William Peace University, I now confer upon each of you who has successfully completed all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science as appropriate, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Please move your tassel on your cap to your left. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Let's give them another round of applause. You may be seated. We now have a special new component of our ceremony this year, and I'd like to now invite Lieutenant Colonel Michael Samato, Cadet Christina Cass, and her family to join me on stage for a very first time at William Peace University, the ROTC commissioning by Lieutenant Samato.
Today is a very special day for Cadet Christina Cass as she answers the call of service to her country. Cadet Cass will begin her service as a leader in the United States Army. Cadet Cass is joined on stage by her mother, Bobby Cass, her grandmother, Roberta Cass, and her sister, Cheyenne Cass. They will have the honor of pinning on the gold bars, the rank of second lieutenant, immediately following the oath of office. The oath of office represents an officer's rite of passage from cadet to a commissioned officer on behalf of the President of the United States. The oath affirms of a commitment to defend the American people and our way of life against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It further represents a pledge to uphold and live by the Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. The oath represents a special trust that this newly commissioned lieutenant will take care of America's sons and daughters and provide them with competent, caring leadership. This is the charge that Cadet Cass will accept today. Cadet Cass will be commissioned into the Military Police Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the oath of office. Cadet Cass, go ahead and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States, as indicated above in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Will the Cass family please take a moment to pin on the rank? You already did, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a round of applause for Second Lieutenant Cass.
Congratulations, Second Lieutenant Cass. In just a few moments, the commencement exercises will come to conclusion. After the benediction, it is a tradition for the trustees, administration, faculty, and staff to recess to the balconies of Maine, and for the graduates to recess and to circle the fountain for the singing of the alma mater. You'll find the words printed in your program. Please remain standing if you are able until the platform party and graduates have completely recessed and the alma mater has been sung. When the roses are thrown into the fountain, the proceedings will come to a close. I'd now like to ask Dr. Reverend Lee Carter, our university chaplain, for the benediction. Please remain standing if you are able.
And please receive this blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you.